Glory be, this is Fallen from OTB coming at you today with a good couple wars here worth of footage. And we had a close but manageable one here on our last war. And I mean, these guys are pretty nuts, man. Level 218, 158, we're not messing around. We brought in our big Papa Geo, and he's a beast there as well. And so, it was an interesting war. A two-star clan for sure. And working it all the way down here. Just not much to show, for this war. But we're going to bring in a couple kind of decent attacks that we're looking at here. Starting with Caps, who is beyond the flame right now. This guy is so on fire. I don't think there's any putting him out. So he's going to hit this kind of strange-looking base. With, once again, this kind of a Quake stoned Gola loon, if that's how you want to go about saying it. He did a really good job here getting, going at the right angles, and he knew he had to get far here to get towards the queen. So as there is a lava in the CC, once again, you're putting on the mileage here, so you need to bring the right troops for it, and you got to kind of ask yourself how far you anticipate getting, because he did go, quite light here on the lavas. He had to make up for that in the kill squad. So I mean, that's how those things work. It's just kind of general knowledge, easy stuff to get down. So he made it far enough by getting the queen down, by getting that lava down. He's got a kill squad that has really ripped this base apart to a certain extent that there's no coming back. Look at all that damage. I mean, that's not going to be a problem. Just kind of in the foreseeing those the Laloons coming in here on this backside. So he made it as far as he wanted to. He wanted to see if he could get up on that next air defense there on either side, but it's already over. I think you need to. I think you just need to be ready for that, as that other air D does go down. Those two lavas left there to pick up that damage for the slow loons coming in behind it there. And I think it's a great job. This strat doesn't really include using spells for the Laloon portion of it, so you're going all out in your kill squad. You're getting as far as you can make it. This is definitely a new concept for the 3-star community. We see One Hive and Powerbang using these strats, but honestly, it's very useful, and sometimes more useful, given the base. Sometimes it can be more useful than just using a straight up Gola loon, just going at those air Ds and not making it far with the kill squad. And this is really putting your love into the kill squad. And when you have heroes, especially like that, what's the point of having them die so soon? They're going to be there for cleanup for you later on. So number 12, we'll do the next one here. Mr. Sherman. I believe this is the 400th hit here on this style of base for Sherman. He loves this style, and he'll go at any base. For some reason, it seems like a lot of those mid-range TH9s are doing that. And look at that double bomb trip right there, and got the CC out with such few troops. A lot of these bases do seem to look like this, and he loves it. He says, bring them on. Those YouTube bases are going down as the witches are dropping out here. Lots of space to hit this, to hit the angle on the CC and get that easy kill, and also enough space provided to get you that that good pathing forward here. As of course he's going to do the jump method to get to the queen and all that juicy stuff there in the middle. And so he's doing everything he needs to do here. Clan Castle's just going down now. And a couple golems there sitting there taking the beating. But the queen is still out of range. So that was well planned. The queen isn't just sitting there banging away on those golems for the whole time. So, as the kill squad is still, quite healthy, actually. There's no real threat as far as making it far enough. So he's starting to send in those hogs right there. And, the heal spots are going to be pretty obvious. And he's just threading hogs in along the side as he goes, which is something that our whole clan is starting to do a bit more and more. as we talk about the different methods that there are to using these attacks and how you want to use your hogs and everything. Perfect heals right here as he's threading in the last bit of hogs right there on the side. This kind of thing corrects the pathing. It makes it so you can get everything in under those heals and everything can benefit from it instead of being all spread out, as opposed to like a surgical hog. And as the last couple defenses are down, this guy's just hit his master base. And I think, what a perfect job for something like that. He's definitely trained on bases like this. And once again, he's coming out massive on that. And we're just going to do one more from this war, the 15 here, by Mr. Danny Blubber, on kind of a base that's, it can trip up a lot of people, which is why I chose to use this style base. You have your splash damage is kind of mixed together right there. It can be dangerous, especially for things like hogs when there's traps. There's a lot of open spaces here. So when we're talking about fundamentals here for a base like this, starting the 2 golems on each outside right there, they're tanking everything that anyone would ever need to worry about right there. And as those wizards slowly are moving in, so he started on the outside and he's working his way in, which is all about that pathing, and breaking that in right down there. Now the whole side is dead. Now everything can move forwards. This is just the perfect opportunity to use this style of an attack. They're tripping the bombs right there, so you only lost 1 wizard from that. It could be significantly worse. Clan Castle's going to go down with ease. The royalty's going to go down there, no problem, as he's bringing in the 2-finger drop here, which once again is a perfect spot and a perfect way to use these hogs, keeping them at a certain angle that you can project and get those heals down right there, as we've seen, right around those Teslas, which are pretty scary things sometimes, given any kind of attack. He dropped another heal right there. Obviously, it probably wasn't intentional. So he puts the last one up top, which is totally fine. That splash damage you don't want to mess around with. And look at what is left right here. He can just let his hogs do the rest of the work as his queen is in there doing everything she needs to do. She finally goes down, which is kind of a surprise. But the damage has been done at this point, as we always say. And it's definitely looking like a 3-star. Whoa. And we're going to get this thing fast forward here a little bit. Sorry, I just kind of got up a little bit ago, so I'm just, I may not be too exciting, but we are sharing these good attacks. So that's all that matters right now. And let's see what we got here. So this is good for this war. Very nice. Here we go. 4.5 hours left on this one. It's a slaughter fest. We have 20 cleanup attacks to use, and the top is dead. And going down, we're gonna take a few shots at their higher 9s, but there's still a lot more stars, like even down here in the TH8 region, if not the most stars on the map to get. So that's something we're gonna have to work on a little bit too, is timing and getting things in a little bit earlier. But let's start down here. Hasan is doing this good go-ho right here, and if you look at this base, this is a style of a base that actually gets me to fail quite a bit. I don't know if it's the rings around the outside where you can never tell exactly where pathing is going to go. Things sometimes can disregard jumps. I can understand and I see how things get really confusing. So you did get that CC pull in an obvious spot up top there on the left. And here we go with the kill squad to be able to set up here so we can get that kill on the queen. We can get that expo kill as well, and at the same time give yourself a chance at tripping some possible bombs or anything that could be in the way. So we did put up that corrective jump spell, which I think was brilliant. I think you kind of need to do it like that. And everything got redirected, which you couldn't ask for more right there. So everything gets into this core. His queen is up still, or with an ability, and as the hogs are being threaded in here from the top right, slowly but surely, he did put a heal over what I would imagine the biggest threat, either being that king or the potential expos / Teslas there that could be doing the damage to your hogs. Another perfect heal right there. over the splash damage, over that point defense, and he knows he still has one more, so it's all about timing. I mean, what more could you be trying to set up for here? Last heal goes down over a potential bomb spot, which it wasn't, but you never know. Never know what you're dealing with right there. Big fat golems there in the middle trying to deal with that king, but finally they just kind of worked their way around that king. It was kind of funny to see Golem just going dukes with that thing. So, let's see, what do we have? 18 then? Ben Gherkin. Ben Gherkin. We do have a base that you want to use hogs on right here. I use this to be a perfect example. My two favorite things about this base are one, he did decide to bring hogs because of those close defenses, and look at this. So there's two balloons right there, and then he's going to send in a hog here to get an easy kill on that archer tower, and look what he trips with, with 3 troops right here. Boom, boom. Okay, so we have that. We don't have the CC quite yet, but that was well worth the troop space right there to get that done. Kind of a flaw in the base as well, but I don't know. Maybe some people don't quite look for that all the time. We do have a wide spread right here when it comes to bringing the golems here to this and the kill squad. Really wide spread for just a a go-ho attack where you kind of want your big boys to do as much work as they can. He spread them thin, but it's okay. It does the work right there. So CC gets spread out a little bit. That's kind of one of the drawbacks of having kind of a wide spread at the beginning. But it's nothing to be too offended about right there. As he has kind of a surgical style here along the right side. You want to play into having all those defenses clumped. So of course, you're going to want to put a heal over it. You're going to want to send your hogs to the right, pathing, and get them kind of straightforward to move on past that as quickly as they possibly can. Bomb spots over where those Teslas, or the heal right over where those Teslas are going to be, and that's a good call. Teslas do some of the most damage to hogs. And he still has that very last heal, which is going to lead perfectly into that very final quadrant of the base right there. Loses a few hogs, not a big problem. The expo's going down. That splash damage is just not going to be enough to do any harm to those hogs that are left over. And we've got the cleanup crew coming in here to do the good work. And just a nice job here by Ben. I wonder if that's his real name. That would be kind of cool if it was. I'd love it. Yeah, beautiful job. Queen stayed up right there. Nice work, man. I love the beginning. That was my favorite part of the whole attack. And just a good way to use hogs. Successful way to do it. Let's see, what are we going to do? We're at 18. Let's go up to... yeah, we're going to hit up this 25 business here. So, Shuma here is finally back in war again. Took a little break there, and this guy is one of the better TH8s that I've ever seen in this whole game. And before I stroke the ego too much, we're gonna back it up with the facts here. And the facts are, this guy's using hogs. He excels at hogs. He's got his level 2 Velks right here that he's bringing to this fight. Which is okay, which is fine. But sometimes you wonder if it's worth committing, under-leveled troops or what exactly. But I think we all know the answer here. So he's going with the Quake strat right there, which is totally fine. So he leaves one last heal for an obvious, core to heal those Velks. Velks it's easy for them to go a little stray, but if you do your pathing correctly, they're not going to go through walls on the outside. They will go in, from into that open hole. They will get there eventually. So perfect time for the heal, as those Velks are just spinning around, doing anything they could ever imagine to do in the core right there. And I think that is the damage is being done. So as soon as those air defenses go down, he's backing them up with loons. The point of using the loons is to tank. For when the Velks are in the core, they're not going to get too much farther. So you need to be able to send those loons in right away, and which he does just fine here. Or you can work those loons along with where the bulk of your tanking is going to be at, just to time things a little bit better. No reason not to do that. It's absolute annihilation right here. There's no coming back from this. It's a perfect base to use a Govalo on too with that huge core. I'd rather use a Govalo on anything with a big core, and whether or not you choose to use hogs or loons on the outside, I'd definitely rather bring the Govalo style attack to deal with those, that massive core right there. So that was 25. We're going to do one more, number 29, Ashton. Baby Ash, if you will. I decided to show this because of the style base. I've seen Govalo on this base too, by the way, but I think with a TH8 it can be a little bit more difficult because you can't guarantee the entry to the core with those Velks. So anyways, easy CC pull right here. We've got just a couple little Barbaronis down there to do the trick. And here's how Ash deals with CC when he doesn't want to use witches. He drops that poison spell. He lets things cook, quite a bit. And look at that. The dragon's actually going to be like, 40 to 50% damaged. So he only needs to send in a few wizards as everything else is tanking. So I don't think you could do a better job at something like that. And then, of course, the classic Ash Hog method. He sacrificed very few troops early, so he's going to send all those hogs in together. He's going to thread them in from the outside, and slowly but surely wait for, the bombs. Boom, we got the heal over that. Did he lose a few? No, I don't think he did. He might have lost a couple there, it just because they weren't completely healed up to the top, but it'll happen. And as he threads in the last bits of hogs right here, once again, they're all stayed together. We have a heal that's going up over here in the most important spot. He's doing fine right now, so he doesn't quite pop the heal until I think right about here. Yep, sure. So easy. It's really easy if you're taking this thing little bits at a time. As I call it, the slow rolling hog method. You're just getting in there with bits at a time. There's no reason to be having hogs tanking the whole base at one time. And if they are, they need to be under a heal. And that was just such a good job on the cleanup there. He had plenty of wizards to do the trick and bring this thing home. So I don't know. I kind of feel like this isn't the most exciting video. I'm just gonna put it up anyways. But I should have woken up a little bit more before I did it. Can we do a live attack here with snow? Yes, sir. That's cool. This is gonna bring a little excitement to the table here. Okay. Win or fail, we're all in on this attempt right here. So, decent poison spell as he's getting the kill squad in there. Unfortunately, that golem's getting a little bit low. It's taking a lot of damage, but Queen is going to take out that Expo, which is a great sign. The question is, will that clan castle die? He's bringing everything that he can at it right now with those wizards. The Queen used her ability. Hopefully that Tesla, of course the Tesla starts to go after her. Hopefully she can find a way to kill that and bring down, of course not, because AI is rough. Now we have to commit. Whoop. Uh-oh. I don't know what just happened. I'm pretty sure that wasn't intentional. Okay, so now what we have to hope is that those lavas are going to pop, and then they're going to have to hopefully go after that dragon as quickly as possible. I don't see that happening. So that's a little bit too bad. The queen is still alive as well. And, I'll tell you what, I don't know if we want to lie to ourselves anymore right here. Maybe we'll just cut the cord on that one. Anyways, this was a good war, and for all the credibility in the world, Snow is a great attacker. Things can go wrong on anyone, and that's just how it goes. And so I don't think that there's a reason to be too depressed about anything like that. So anyways, you guys, we're pushing the 20 minutes here. Good war, 4 hours left, big cleanup. Maybe we'll do another video here. Probably not, though. Not until next war. So really good job, you guys. We're on a hot streak right now of I don't count. I just look for green. But we're looking all right now. Hopefully we can get some more wins in here. and not too many close calls, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. Anyways, nice job, you guys. Great war. We'll see you soon. This is Fallen from OTB, signing off.